Hey guys, in this video we're going to be walking through the different features and menu options available in the K40 RLS2. I just got this guy in the mail a couple days ago, so I'm still, spending some time learning the unit. I got some tests to put it through, got to get familiar with it of course, but as I'm playing with it I just wanted to show you guys, some of the buttons that it has, some of the different features, and just kind of run through the menu real quick so you can see all the options that are available. Now, like I said, this is not going to be a comprehensive review. I do want to go through this kind of quickly because it does have some features, and I'm not going to go in depth into every single feature. I just kind of want to show you and demonstrate a couple things, but basically just show you kind of what it has available. So, that said, let's go ahead and fire up the unit. Okay. That's a startup. There's like a faster startup, which that is, and there's like a longer one, which you can enable, and I'll show you that in a minute, but that was just the quick startup. So, as you can see right here, it says highway mode. We do have a couple different filtering options. Up on top, we've got a button that says filter.
City.
Highway is going to be full sensitivity on all bands. City basically turns X band sensitivity down to 50%, leaves K and KA band sensitivity to full.
Filter.
If you set it to filter mode, you've got X band turned off and K and KA turned to 50% sensitivity.
GPS connected.
I'd never really see wanting to use that realistically because I don't want KA band sensitivity cut in half, but for whatever reason, if you want that feature, you do have it there in filter mode. And then the F right there tells you it's in filter.
Highway.
Let me go back to highway. When you have a GPS lock, you can see those two stars right there. One is going to be for your direction. If you're going maybe north or southeast, it'll tell you right there. And then right over here is going to be your speed, either in miles per hour or kilometers per hour. So those are the different filtering options. There's another feature called Quiet Ride, which is also GPS based, and basically when you're traveling below a set speed, it can automatically mute your signals for you. Quiet Ride.
Quiet ride off. 5, 10, 20, 30.
So you can set whatever speed that you want, and we'll just, for now, set it to 35.
Quiet ride set.
And I'll just go ahead and trigger the unit real quick, and you'll see since we're traveling obviously under 35 miles an hour, whenever we get an alert, it'll show it there on the screen, but it will not actually give you any sort of audio alert. So that's pretty handy if you're driving around in town, sitting at a stoplight or whatever.
Quiet ride 20, 10 off.
And you just want it to be quiet, you're driving around at slow speeds in town.
Ride set.
You do have that option. So now if we go ahead and trigger the guy again normally.
KA band.
See, that's what it normally sounds like. So, cool. The GPS also has a feature where you can mark a location, where basically there's a button right here on top that says mark.
Marked to alert.
Okay, so I guess that's it.
Marked location removed.
Okay.
Marked to
Oops.
alert. Marked location removed.
So basically you can manually mark a location so that every time you drive past it, it gives you this warning beep. I believe it's like a 750-foot radius. I've never found that feature particularly useful. You could use it to say like, oh, there's a speed trap here, a red light camera here. I'd rather just have a database that's built in, but this one does not have any sort of red light camera or speed camera database. All you can really do is mark a location where you want it to manually alert you. You do not get lockouts either with this one. So unlike some of the other products where you can have it actually learn the false alerts, this one cannot do that. It can basically mark you every time you get to a location and then warn you, but you can't actually have it filter out false alerts with your GPS. However, it does have K-band blind spot filtering actually built in. You cannot turn it on or off. And it's actually really, really effective. It makes the detector surprisingly quiet. That's one of the things I've noticed in the past couple days driving around is this thing is like freakishly quiet on K-band. It actually does a great job at filtering out blind spot falses, and that's actually not something that we'll see in the menus when we go in there next. You have a mute button on top. Press that. It'll mute your signal when you're getting it.
KA band. Mute on.
And you can mute it like this if you want. There's also the option where you can press and hold the mute button for 3 seconds, and then it'll automatically mute everything for like the next 5 minutes for you. So that's kind of slick. And then you do have a couple different brightness options here on the screen.
Off.
You can go like full dark mode.
Day. Dusk. Night. Auto.
Auto, I think, is kind of like auto dimming, that kind of stuff. It doesn't really seem to work too well. I tried it last night and it was still bright even at night.
Off.
And then full dark.
Day.
So, screen, as you can see, it's kind of like a red line with a whole bunch of little red LEDs. Let's see, I think that's it for the buttons. On the side, we've got our volume control right there. So power and volume is right there. Power plug-in, it uses just a little round power plug, not like the phone cable looking one. On the back, we've got our
GPS connected.
laser sensor, radar antennas in there, and that's our mount. A little difficult sometimes, I'm kind of figuring it out, but how to actually get this guy mounted on there. Taking a little bit of practice, but eventually I'm getting that part figured out. Let's see, windshield mount goes up and down. You do have to kind of bend it in place to make sure that it's straight and level. Anyways, with that said, let's go ahead and dive through the different menu options. I'm going to run through them real quick, just kind of through the whole menu so that you can see what's there, and then we'll go through them one by one. So,
Menu. Female voice.
okay.
Voice on. Wake up short. Speed on. Compass on. Pop on. Miles per hour. Auto mute on. X-band off. K-band on. KA band on. Laser on. Factory reset. Exit. Female voice.
So as you can see, it's going to be pretty self-explanatory. A lot of that stuff you can change, you can do
Male voice.
Female voice.
whatever you prefer there as far as the voices.
Voice on. Voice off.
So if when you get an alert you want it to say KA band or K band, you can turn that on and off.
Voice on.
I typically, after I get familiar with the detector, turn that off, but it's kind of nice at first when you're learning it to have it actually tell you what these beeps mean.
Wake up short.
Okay, let's do the long one.
Wake up long.
Remember how I just did the kind of sort of thing on startup? We'll go ahead and set it to the long wake up, which is going to give you the full startup tones. We'll go ahead and let it
Exit.
exit and save that, and I'll just power cycle the detector real quick. You can hear what it's like on startup now.
K40 scan active. GPS connected.
So that's the full startup, and you can also hear the different tones that it comes with. We'll do that one more time just so you can hear all the different bands.
K40 scan active. GPS connected.
So there you go. There's what the different bands sound like.
Menu. Female voice. Voice wake up long. Wake up short. Speed on.
Okay. If you want it to actually display the speed when you're driving, you can turn that on and off.
Compass on.
Same thing with having the direction, northeast, southwest. That can all be displayed there.
Pop on.
You can turn pop detection on and off. In the testing I did last night, the detector is completely unable to detect pop in the first place, so this really doesn't matter.
Pop off.
You'll generally want to run with pop detection off, and if this feature actually does anything, you'll get better performance and reduce false alerts with pop off, so it's generally the way to go.
Miles per hour.
Do miles per hour or kilometers per hour.
Kilometers per hour. Miles per hour. Auto mute. Miles per
I
hour.
like that you can actually go back and forth through the menus with these two buttons.
Auto mute on.
So if you're like, whoops, I went too far, you don't have to go all the way through again. So that's kind of nice.
Auto mute off. Auto mute on.
Pretty handy with auto mute. You get a full alert for a couple seconds, and then after it continues alerting, it just brings down the volume a bit.
X-band off.
Pretty self-explanatory. If you want to turn the different bands on and off, X-band off.
K-band on. KA band on. Laser on.
So you can turn them on and off as you like.
Laser on. Laser factory reset.
Restore your factory defaults,
Exit.
and then exit. Is there a way I can...
Exit. Mute on.
Okay, cool. So anyways, that's basically a quick look at the different menu options available here in the K40 RLS2. Let's see what else can I say about it. You got your speaker on top there. Pretty simple. I mean, there's not too much to the unit. I still do have to do some radar testing to see how well it can actually detect radar. Initial impressions, the sensitivity, at least on K-band against the speed sign that I did, is less than I saw with the V1. Even with the V1 like totally filtering to give you the blind spot filtering capabilities of this one, the V1 can actually still give you better range on K-band is what I've noticed. Again, I still got to set up a radar test, and I'm waiting for some other detectors to come in to do a full test with this guy. So, if you guys are subscribed, awesome. You'll see that stuff here coming within the next couple weeks sometime. Hopefully sooner. Anyways, there you go. There's a look at the K40 RLS2 and some of the different features and options that it has available. Different buttons here on the detector, as well as the different menu options. So there you go. Hope that's been helpful. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.